E aí galera do canal, começando mais um vídeo de Alan Wake. E galera, pra quem perdeu o último vídeo, segue a playlist que tá na descrição do vídeo, beleza? E é isso, se você tá gostando da série, já deixa o like. Paramos o último episódio aqui. Eu ainda tô um pouco resfriado, essa é a maior verdade do planeta. Mas cara, eu tô muito afim de terminar esse jogo. Pô, esse jogo é maravilhoso, velho. Depois de todo o estresse que a gente passou, quem perdeu, só assistir 4 episódios, 5, enfim. Só seguir a playlist aí que você vai se ligar no que tá rolando. Bom, já passamos aqui os nossos memorandos. Agradecer a todo mundo que tá deixando o like, comentado. E se você estiver gostando mesmo, você compartilha. Se você não gostar, enfim, compartilha não, pode ficar tranquilo. Eita porra! Aí é uma novidade, hein? Tá, túneis vão para Cauldron Lake. Aonde é isso? O que é isso? Eu não sei. Mas a fita é... Tem uma voz me chamando. E a gente vai dar uma bisurada, óbvio. Eita porra!
The headache stabbed at my brain.
Galera, se vocês ouvirem um fungar, sou eu. Me desculpe. Muito obrigado pela sua compreensão. Manda um Tilenol pra nós.
Alice?
Caralho, cu trancou já, velho. Ué?
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Calma que a gente acabou de chegar. A gente acabou de chegar, padrinho. A gente veio buscar aqui uma página.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Caralho, que loucura, velho. Que loucura, loucura, loucura. Pera aí que... Aí. Só ajeitando o fone aqui. Eu estou falando bem. Galera, de coração, todo mundo que tá assistindo aí, se tiver alguém assistindo, muito obrigado, viu? Vou falar bem pertinho de você, assim, ó. Muito obrigado. Eu faço canal por simplesmente curtir. E é isso. É isso. Simplesmente é isso. Esse jogo é do caralho. Eu ia jogar ele de qualquer jeito. Eu só quero dividir a experiência com vocês. É isso. Eu tô doente. Vamos aí, vai. Beleza. Eu vi que eu ainda tô com uma flashbang. Tá. Tem mais uma página aqui. Provavelmente vai aparecer os demônios agora.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Ok. Munição na mão. Calcinha no chão. Lá veio o demônio. Ui! É. Por aqui eu acho que ele não quer que a gente vá não, né? Eita. Eita, rapaz. Ai! Ai, ai! Ai, ai! Ai, ai, ai! Oi! Ah! Ai, ai! Oh, oh. O jogo travou. É isso. Ai, calma aí, galera. Deixa eu preparar mentalmente. Que é isso. É sobre isso e tá tudo bem. Beleza? É sobre isso. Bem sobre isso, na verdade. Tá, não tá preparado. Agora eu tô. Eu tô. Confie em mim que eu estou preparado. Enfim, chega de zoeira. Vamos ver o que eu tenho aqui. Beleza, eu vou usar essa flecha agora. Tenho 7 exploradoras. Tá, eu tô bem. Não tamo ruim não. Tamo bem, tamo bem. Tamo legal. Tamo legal. Bem legal, pra falar a verdade. Desculpa aí por tafanho. A página é a mesma. Vamos lá. Vamos meio que se preparar. O Fortão vai vindo aqui. Tá. Beleza. Beleza. Ai! Ah, velho. Cheguei. Foi? Top. Ui. Ah, velho. Ah, pô. Depois de quase 6 horas jogando esse jogo, uma habilidade tá começando a ter, né? Pelo amor de Deus.
I'd have to make my way up this mineshaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Beleza. Não, ok. Tudo certo. Ah lá. Cara, tudo tem som de filme de terror, tá ligado? Entender. Tá, não, mas é aqui mesmo. Tem aqui. Garoto esperto. Será que esperto mesmo? É, não sou tão esperto assim não. Ah, tá, não, tá certo. Tinha visto a escada aqui. Beleza. Beleza, 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 beleza. Aqui tá tranquilo. Ué. Tá zoando. Porra, agora eu não entendi nada. Ah, tá. Aí eu passo pro outro lado ali. Entendi. Opa. Ah, não. Fez sentido, fez sentido. A escada ali não dava acesso. Entendi. Show. Tá. Você tentando descobrir qual que é qual não é o caminho a se seguir. Putz, agora arrebentou com tudo. Olha que massa.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. We're on a
Abordoado.
comeback tour, baby.
Cara, esse jogo é muito pica. Esse remaster ficou muito legal. Muito mesmo. É. Tamo ligeiro. Beleza. Claro que
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
todo recurso é bem-vindo, mas Ah. Pode vir. Porra, mas caiu muito no canto. Ah! Não, é um animal. Ah, velho. Aí não. Não entendi. Oh, aí deu boa. O jogo ainda tentou roubar pros passarinhos. Meu Deus! Caralho, que susto! Parecia os Noia querendo roubar. Eu achando que ia dar pra subir. Olha lá. O bagulho vai ter que subir por aqui mesmo. Qual que é a fita, velho?
Shit.
Ué? Será que eu dou um tiro só pra... Opa. Ah. Esperava mais. Esperava bem mais. Beleza. Tá. Tamo bem, não... Tô tão ruim. Podia estar melhor. Mas não tá tão ruim. Filha da puta. Cadê você? Demônio. Ai, meu Deus. Eu tô com medo. Ah, o cara não vai vir até aqui. Que vai da luz, parça. Aí, viu? Tá, beleza. O cara vai ficar legal. Olha lá. O cara vai ficar show. O cara não corre. Ah, filha da puta. Ah, velho. Brota. Não! Tem uma garrafinha de café aqui pra esquerda. É isso aí. Olha lá. Porra, vai vir mais corvos. Corvos é a palavra. Ué, tem mais? Ah, tá, beleza. Is in the same shit. Putz, aí arrebentou com o homem. Essa é a vida de Joseph Cleaver.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Ué. Que fita. Vamos aí, galera. Vamos aí, vamos aí. Deixa eu só olhar o estadinho aqui, ó. Aí. Que a voz do pai está voltando agora. Olha lá. Putas que pariu. Nossa, não acredito nisso. Meu Deus, galera, que cagada que eu fiz. Nossa. Ô, louco. Tom de Tom e Jerry. Quem que é CW? Ô, louco. Você conversa comigo pela TV. Que loucura. Aqui eu acho que não tem muita coisa. Mas seria interessante se achasse um manuscrito aqui. Faria sentido, na verdade, né? Achar um manuscrito aqui. Tá, a única forma de entrar na casa era por aqui mesmo. Tá, a munição de revólver já tá cheia. Opa. Munição de escopeta. Ué, não tem nenhum manuscrito. Beleza. Cara, não é possível. Ah, não tem mesmo não, Gano. Achei até que tinha e tal, mas tem nada. Zero. Nossa, que... Ah! Oh. Não. Pode vir. Opa. Ai, aqui eu mosquei. Ah, mais? Ah! Ui. Cara, uma característica muito forte desse personagem nesse jogo é que eles fizeram com a ideia do personagem realmente ser tipo escritor, tipo, por sorte ele ainda é bom de mira, mas de resto, meu Deus. Inclusive, isso daí é legal. É frustrante um pouco, mas é legal. Porque, tipo, você sempre tá na sensação de você tá preso, tipo, vivendo a vida de uma pessoa comum, tá ligado? Enfim. Isso dá uma conexão maior com a história, assim, tá ligado? O cara não é nem o tipo Highlander. Não
I
sei
could
se foi
see Cauldron
proposital.
Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Eu acho que não, né? Mas... let's go. Vamos ver qual que é o do bote. Do bote.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Porra. Eu achei que era só descer.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear
Ué,
I didn't
quem que é
know.
esse?
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she...
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Tá, galera. E aí? É bem plausível, né? Eu acredito fielmente que pode ser que ele tá tendo um ataque de esquizofrenia. Tudo isso tá dentro da cabeça dele. A minha teoria... Ah, Night Springs era um jogo. Interessante. Tem um Xbox aqui. Meu Xbox, meu PlayStation. PlayStation. Enfim. Pô, achei que dava pra pegar alguma coisa aqui dentro. Ah, escuridão. Que fita. Tá, mas se esse não é o quarto dele, ó. Se esse é o quarto do Wake, esse é o quarto do Emerson. Quem que é Emerson? Como é que o Emerson sabia também dessas coisas, tá vendo? Será que o Emerson era aquele cara lá que tava sequestrando?
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui no quarto dos outros também, antes de subir. Tá trancado. Ah, ele me trancou. Cara, que bizarro isso. Muito bizarro.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
Que?
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Caralho, me deu uma bad
I
agora.
wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Porra, eu tô botando muita fé que ele é esquizofrênico agora, velho.
You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth.
Faz muito
Unless we
sentido.
fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
É.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way, follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I let him
illness,
talk.
after all.
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved his
trying to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed.
madly inside my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only.
Quer ver que o empresário dele
Trophies when you first
tá preso
arrived
aqui
here.
também?
I do love to hunt.
Scary,
The great
scary.
outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Emerson,
I'm
Olha lá.
a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Por que só o quarto do Emerson estava aberto?
Sorry. Boo.
Fica a minha
That's
pergunta.
Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Ou será que é um easter egg? É uma zoeira com o próprio desenvolvedor? Não sei dizer. Ah, só a gente do meu dia a dia. Susi, tô acostumado já, pode vir.
Typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Que mulher louca.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these
Os cara do bar.
two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Ok.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was... Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. Clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the
Vamos
special
aproveitar
stuff at the farm.
que esses loucos estão aí trocando ideia.
Formula, local ingredients,
E
medicine, clears your
vamos
head
explorar.
right up.
Acho que agora é a hora que o jogo libera aqui pra nós. Tem um parça ali pintando quadra. Ali, ó. E eu acho que ele vai dar umas informações boas. Agora eu quero ver pra chegar lá, né? Mas enfim. Interessante. Chegar no parça. Chegar ali. Tá. Vamos lá trocar ideia com o parça. Quem que é esse?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well,
Tá.
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that.
Eu ia falar que, tipo, que maluquice. Mas será muito redundante. Tipo, óbvio, né? O cara é maluco, parça. Vai esperar o quê?
Listen to them because they're not scared of me, and everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
Ô, louco.
Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Tá maluco? Porra, essa de fazer agrado, irmão? Porra. Se orienta, hein?
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Cara. Aí, galera, QR Code. Quem quiser depois apontar e ver qual que é o do QR Code, beleza? A real é a seguinte, de verdade. Eu não tô entendendo porra nenhuma.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Porra, voltei. Vamos ver se a porta dos outros quartos estão. Cara do quadro. Tem alguma coisa, alguma referência? Não, fica tudo no escritório do doutor. Tô no escritório do malandrão. Beleza. O que a gente vai fazer agora? Ué, que estranho.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? Nah.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
É isso.
It's my storm. I'm taking it.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office room from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Ué, o cara ficou em choque por causa do maníaco? Olha lá. Interessante. Vamos ver qual que é da fita no escritório. Olha lá.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Tá, antes de a gente dar play, quero olhar os quadros com calma. Ó o Mr. M. Esse só para quem viveu, hein? Olha os demônios. Esse do lobo eu não tô ligado o que que é. Olha o mapa. A cidade é a mesma, então...
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Beleza. A questão é... Ela tem um papel ali. Pelo que a gente percebeu do jogo, a gente tá vivendo, tipo... pequenas fraturas do momento que ele já viveu. Então essas coisas já aconteceram.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
É isso aí, galera. O bagulho tá sinistro. Muitas informações por um vídeo só.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the
Ó o
kidnapper.
sequestrador.
Hartman had been playing me all along.
Ah, não surta, mano. Agora que alguma coisa começou a fazer sendo conexa nesse jogo, vá pra puta que pariu. Ai, vamos aí. Vamos ver o que acontece.